Crafty Caboodle. Let's get crafty today.
Caboodle fans, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making this awesome Valentine's box. Now this is my first time making this, so you know that you can do it. It was very simple to make and I believe I made it under 30 minutes. We have our Ferrero Rochers on the left hand side of the heart and our white roses on the right hand side. Now you can make the whole entire thing with roses or the whole entire thing with Ferrero Rocher candies, but I absolutely love it. Let's get started. So here's everything that you're gonna need to make this flower heart box. It's gonna look amazing, amazing. You're gonna start out by purchasing a box. It doesn't have to be a heart, but it's just empty. And I like the fact that it's so big. You can fit lots of candies or flowers in here too. You're gonna need some flour bricks or like foam bricks. Now you soak these in water so that the plants won't die on you. This is what keeps the water in so it can feed your flowers. You're also gonna need to purchase some flowers. I have 3 bouquets here. And if you do wanna add candy, which I'm going to do today, I am gonna be adding the Ferrero Rocher. I think it looks so nice, especially as a gift. And it's gonna really pop with this red box. All right, now that we have all of our supplies, let's get making. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and soak our blocks. Now I have 4 of them. So you're supposed to only soak these for a couple of minutes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just flip these around. All right, now that you have all 4 of them soaked, they are pretty heavy because they've got water in them. We are gonna go ahead, protect your surface. So I'm gonna use like this cutting board and I'm gonna line these up. All right, so I've got 3 on top and 1 on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and place my heart where it covers the most green. So as you guys can see, we just have 1 small area that's missing. That's okay, we can cut out another section later. And I'm gonna use my bread knife. Go ahead and cut out your shape. Hold on to your pieces so they don't go anywhere, and then go right by the box. You don't want this to be too big. This is like the hardest part right here. You can use a smaller knife. Okay, so here's our shape right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and break off these pieces on the sides. And if you need to cut a little bit. All right, so we need to fill in this area right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a corner one and stick it on there and just cut. And I'm gonna cut just a little piece. All right, you guys, how simple was that? That didn't take me very long. And if you need, you can trim up some areas and it cuts so easily. All right, let's go on to our next step. All right, so now that you have your heart cut out, how simple was that? You wanna grab your heart box or whatever shape you wanna do it. You wanna grab some plastic. You can even use like a plastic bag if it doesn't have like any holes in it. But I'm using this plastic wrapping. I'll have all of the links to this stuff down below so you guys can easily find it. Take a whole bunch and I'm just gonna cut a good portion out. Okay. All right, so it's supposed to fit right inside. So this is what it looks like. And now you can go ahead and put these pieces back into the box. All right, you guys, this is what it looks like. It fit perfectly in there. This is so easy. Now what I'm gonna do before I put the flowers in, I'm gonna go ahead and trim off this plastic because we don't wanna see it. So just like go inside of the box and cut it. Okay, so this is what you should get. Plastic around and the foam inside. And you guys, I gotta say this is pretty heavy just because it is soaked with water. Now that you have the base in there, we're gonna start cutting the flowers. And I got some really pretty white ones. It's gonna be a really nice contrast with the red and the white. All right, so I'm gonna do half of the box with flowers and half of it with candy. Now, if you are doing it that way, you don't have to add the full foam, like flower foams, throughout the whole box. You could just do half of it. But I was just showing you all if you want to do the whole thing with flowers. So what you want to do is you want to measure how high up you want the flowers. If you want them sticking out of the box, you can cut them a little bit longer. If you want them inside of the box flat, just cut them a little shorter. All right, so right around that height. So it looks like this one's going to be sticking out. So I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. Okay, let's try that out. So this is kind of what it's going to look like inside of the box. I'm only doing half of it. Now you want them right next to each other, but as you guys can see, the stems aren't right next to each other. So give it some room. All right. Wow, that looks amazing. All right, this needs a rose right in here. Okay, you guys, so this is 24 roses and half of it. If you want to do the full heart with roses, add another 24. So 48 roses can fit in this box. But today, instead of roses, I'm going to be adding some candies, the Ferrero Rocher. All right, now as you guys can see, that looks horrible. We want them to be up where the roses are at. You're gonna take one of these styrofoam blocks, rectangles, and then you're gonna cut it to size. So I already have one that I have cut. So go ahead, put that in there. Maybe we'll even cut a little bit right here. This can get a little bit messy. Now you wanna take your hot glue gun. You're gonna go ahead and just glue these on to your foam. All right, now just kind of wiggle them so you can fit these in the little areas right here. You guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you make something like this for Valentine's Day. If you do, leave me a comment down below and let me know how it turned out. I will be doing more DIY Valentine videos, so look out for those. And until next time, bye.